Oh, hi. Welcome, everyone. Yes, it is the Ides of March. I think they say this was the day Caesar got stabbed in the back. We have Doge in the back. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the market today, especially since we're about to close. We got 10 minutes to go before closing bell. This is crazy. This day flew by. Mondays, man. Mondays go by like they're nothing. I don't know. Maybe I just think. Although Mondays, oftentimes you go to work and it's like they kind of suck, but they do fly by. At least I found. Okay, let's jump on over here and look at the sticks. So let's see what's going on. First of all, SOS holding up pretty strong here. I mean, SOS was up at a high of 30%, so it's not like at peaks, but holding up. And I'll tell you what else is holding up: Northern Genesis and Sundial. Going NGA going over 20, not a shocker at all, but great. And look at this recovery sector. Macy's, this morning at the market open live stream, we were looking at Macy's and it was like 5%. It's like, oh man, it looks like it's rocket shipping. Yeah, now it's up 10%. Nordstrom 10%. BFT, I think they have their closing coming up soon. This is PaySafe, up 10%. Marijuana's up. The airlines are up. Churchill Capital rallying into the close here, essentially. We're not at all-time highs, or I shouldn't say all-time highs. We're not at highs of the day, but we are pretty solid here. I mean, we've got, let's see, high of the day was, during our market open live stream, 28.80. And right now we're at 28.63. We're almost back to the boxes, the pre-crash boxes, which is pretty incredible. We got Bed Baths up 6%, EXPI at $56. Oh my gosh, it's getting expensive again. Like, I'm gonna have to start going through my list again and going, who's on my naughty list and who's getting sold. Concentrate my portfolio again. Quantum's been at about 6% most of the day. So's Canoe. Lemonade, wow, Lemonade hit 110. Good for them. That's some LiDAR moves today. Enphase up 174. Gosh, I mean, remember this was 138 for a moment? We're like, this is so ridiculously cheap. It makes you wish you just had never-ending money in those moments. But man, look, you even got Tattooed back at 22. I sold this at like 24.50. Not all of it, but a big chunk of it. Good company. More conviction in certainly the EV space for me personally, at least. Planet 13, great. Nice 3% run here. Surprised they're not running as much as some of the other cannabis stocks. Rocket Mortgage 3%, nice. Square's over 250 again. Look at the rally into the close on Square. Yeah, because Square was pretty flat when we opened up. It was even negative for a period of time there. Rocket Mortgage trying to get back to 26. I mean, big freaking deal. Not doing anything. Dropbox doing very well over the last few days with their latest acquisition, kind of breathing life back into the company. Very good. Wind Resorts 139. Man, I remember this thing being 80, like during the last summer. Tesla sitting at 705, just cannot shake it today. It just can't move. Tesla's just being a little baby today. Look at this disgustingness. I mean, it's trending up, but still, it's a slow. Microvision, what's Micro doing? Pretty much nothing. 17.7, somewhere around 1.7%. Pinterest up at 72. Actually went positive today. It was negative earlier today. It was down about 1%. Etsy was down about 0.5%. It's up 222 now. Etsy is a stop buy for me over 225. So we're knocking on the door of that again. Peloton's even up again. Like, I feel like everything went green. What's red? I know there was some. Let's see. Oh dear Lord! Look at that crash into the close over here at GameStop. Oh, look at the sell orders. Oh my God! Look at the sell orders. Oh man. The volume is like quadrupling, triple to quadrupling into the close here. Usually what we've seen this happen before where it sells off into the close, then it's down like 20% and then it goes up like 3% in the after hours. And it's really not until the next day that we start kind of seeing, okay, what's happening again. Keep in mind, as the short interest on this one goes down, in my opinion, that consistent buying pressure goes away. And that's going to be an issue because people who are adding today, I mean, you might already have a lot of GameStop. Like, how much more money do you have that you could add? So just be careful, because once the shorts stop covering, that's it. Like, it's been on a straight down trajectory in terms of shorts. It's gone from 130% to, after the Robinhood debacle, went down to like 68%. And literally in the last 4 weeks here, since the middle of February, it's gone from 60% to like 15%. Like, the short interest here is evaporating, at least according to S3 Partners. So just keep an eye on that. All right, ChargePoint. Yeah, ChargePoint hitting some pain today. Fuel Cell, I'm pretty sure they report this week. So we'll pull up the earnings calendar here as well. Earnings calendar. We'll see what we got going on today. All right. So Tootsie rolls down. Shift had a CFO swap. I actually think a CFO swap is a great idea, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't looked deep into exactly who it is or what their background is, so it's hard for me to say. But I think now's the time to do those shakeups. So I'm bullish on that. Look at AMC though. Oh my gosh, running where GameStop's not, unless GameStop's starting to recover. No, it's not. Wow, really big divergence here on AMC. AMC just came out of nowhere. My goodness. Yeah, that's about a 40% move right there. Really, really big shift here. Okay, on earnings that we've got coming up. Fuel Tech, that's different from Fuel Cell, not to be confused. Who have Westport Fuel Systems? Not all. I don't think any company here that I'm really recognizing off the top. And I think that's, I remember tomorrow and tomorrow through Thursday, we've got a few, but I don't see any big ones here after hours. And we'll see what comes up through the sheet, but I don't see anything large coming up in earnings after hours here. And if somebody has one they want to look at, just type into the chat earnings and then the name. But I mean, this right here, whoo, this is a nice little rally here. Let's listen to what we got going on here about passenger levels at the airlines.
Well, it depends on your perspective here. In the short run, they're all very extended, and this was just going back to what I was saying earlier, where you have growth so out of favor, the reopening stocks have become so in favor. I'm not saying that you don't want to own these names anymore, but what I am saying is that things get ahead of themselves in the market, and you need a little bit, at least a period of consolidation to catch up with things. So I think this area could be in for a little bit of a break here, not necessarily a decline, and we still like this cyclical sector here, but they've gotten ahead of themselves. But I think in the material sector is one area where you could still add exposure to and see further gains, even in the short run.
Okay, let's leave this just for a moment to look at something very pressing here, and that's Elon Musk's tweet. Oh wait, where did it go? Uh-oh. I'm sure it's still there. There we go. I'm selling this song about NFTs as an NFT. Okay, I think I'm gonna get demonetized if I play the whole thing. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and play a little more. Hodl. It's Hodl Computers. Wait, what does this say? New computers? No. Never? Hodl? I see Hodl, never. Oh, there's another thing here. What do we got on this side? Super? I can't read it. Maybe somebody else knows what that says. But yeah, we are now 90 seconds from the closing bell. Elon Musk is selling his first NFT, allegedly. I did make an offer. You can see my offer right here. In case you're interested, you could help me get my offer done by retweeting my offer right here. I would appreciate it at RealMeatKevin on Twitter. Oh, computers never sleep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right. We've got 1 minute to the close here. All right. Whew. Wow. Look at AMC just rallying into the close here. We've got less than 60 seconds to go here. We've got, GameStop recovering. A little bit of a little bit of a recovery right here. We've got looks like ChargePoint's actually also trying to recover right here. We've got AMC just killing it into the close here. Sundial 14%. NGA stable. We got Benji's here today. This is an overall very good day. CCIV is gonna close at 7% up. Can it keep it 7% up? I don't know. Let's see. Quantum's about to be 7%. Woo! Where's crazy Elon stock? 2% rallying. Let's listen to the bell.
Only financials and energy are lower on the day. Nasdaq's up a full percent as technology has had a good day. Those yields have stabilized around the 161 on the 10-year. And small caps ticking into positive territory, up a third of 1%. There goes the bell, Wilfred. Dow up for the 7th day in a row, closing at a new record high. S&P 500 also closing at a record high and the high of the day.
Very nice final 10, 15 minutes of trade there. Welcome to the closing bell. I'm Wilfred Frost along with Sarah Eisen and Mike Santoli, CNBC senior markets commentator. As Sarah said, record highs for the Dow and the S&P ramping into the close. The Dow up at the highest of its day, up 173 points, 0.5%. The S&P up 0.6%. Nasdaq Composite leading the charge today, up just over 1%, but of course still a little way from its record given its pullback of late. Utilities, real estate, consumer discretionary, and tech, the best performing sectors, all up more than 1%. Two in the red, financials and energy. Both sectors, of course, have been on a tear lately, just pausing in today's session. Coming up, Morgan Stanley's chief U.S. equity strategist, Mike Wilson, on this volatile market and whether the latest stimulus checks could give stocks a further boost. Plus, the EU's commissioner for competition on Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook.
All right, we're going to hop on back over to the sticks. We'll see what's going on in after hours. Somebody mentioned potential earnings on Riot today. I don't actually see that. Riot earnings. I'm going to just quickly pull that just to see. Can somebody verify it? No, I see March 24th for Riot. So I don't think we've got earnings on Riot today, but we are going to go to the sticks. Give me one moment here.
That was not did not escape the notice of whatever kind of trading systems are out there. And the NASDAQ did have a lot of room to catch up after that big bout of underperformance, and yields allowed that to happen. So that's got outsized effect on the indexes too. I don't think it's really a different story. It's just been this continual kind of orchestration of rotation from sector to sector, and today it just went in favor of growth, as you say. You haven't had necessarily.
I don't know about in favor of growth. I think he means in favor of value. I mean, if you look, look at the retail recovery. It's just been a complete boom here. So certainly today. Let's see how things actually closed up today. So at the close, Tesla did get to 2%. Airbnb got to 209.99. Oh my gosh, almost a 210 close. That would have been an all-time high, pretty sure. Pinterest up almost 1.5%. Ebix up again. Really incredible here. AMC 25 freaking percent, running in the after hours as well, about 0.5% right here in the after hours. Absolutely incredible. We'll sort by after hours in just a moment. This gets a little too busy for me. So Lemonade ended up 5%. Did CCIV get the 7%? Wait, I feel like did we just talk about them? Hold on, where are they? Where's CCIV? CCIV got the 7%. That's right. Yep, they got the 7% today. And we've got, let's sort by change here. GameStop ended 16.7% down. It's actually falling in the after hours. It wasn't down that full 20%. So it looks like we might be retracing to that 20% down. We've got, let's see here. What else? These are kind of the lower falls here. 1.29% on NEO. NEO's just really missing out on some love right now, but I think those are the times you want to get into these stocks, is when nobody's paying attention to them. And then that way you're in them and you've built a position in them when finally people come around and like shine the flashlight on it again. When I invest in stocks, by the way, I think of it a lot like the flashlight example. Like imagine you're in Luigi's mansion and Luigi's the market, and where all the stocks are ghosts around him. And it's kind of like wherever he's shining the flashlight, it's like that's the stock that goes up. You kind of want to be investing in all the ones that don't have the flashlight on them, so that when you get the flashlight, they blow up in a good way. I don't know. Weird analogy, I know, but that's one of the ways I look at it. So I generally don't love, unless you're early in the trend. If you catch the trend early, that could be nice. Okay, so All right, let's see here. Let's look at the after hours here. Okay. After hours. Dave and Buster's leading in after hours. Churchill Capital going to 12. Oh, Churchill Capital rallying in the after hours. So let's go. We were almost at our stick. Oh my gosh. Or rather our bar. Oh, we hit our bar. We literally we almost touched it. It just updated. We almost touched the bar at 28.92. I'm sorry, at 28.93 is where our bar is, and we got to 28.92 there for a split second there. Actually, I think that's where we are right now based on this. So we'll see how these ticks end up in this minute. We got Matterport, nice little rally there into the close. CRISPR Therapeutics up about 0.5% after 2% on the day. Nice, good day overall. I mean, look, with the exception of GameStop, the losers today didn't get hit horribly. Yeah, with the exception of, I mean, ChargePoint had a little bit of an outsized hit here. This is ever since they had earnings. And the fact, look, earnings revenue going down on chargers is not what you want to hear when you're investing in something that is supposed to revolutionize charging, right? And have chargers everywhere. So I didn't end up listening to the earnings report. I still do plan on doing that, or the earnings call, but I didn't do it yet. So anyway, NEO also in after hours, just a tiny little bit red here. Unfortunate, but well, again, it creates a little buying opportunity. How's Enphase doing? Let's look at Enphase really quick. Enphase, we've got okay. Enphase kind of fluid in the after hours here, with Wayfair also roughly flat there in the after hours. See, Blink is doing fine on the other hand, which is interesting because ChargePoint has a larger network. But all right. Let's go ahead and hop now over to the Bloomberg terminal. And let's see what we've got, first of all, in bonds, and then we'll take a peek at news as well. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Somebody says check the box. I think you're referring to CCIV in that case. I'll check the box really quick. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come on. Get back in your box. Of course, now we get a slight little red there. It's teetering right now. Get in your box. I want to see a full candle back in that box. Because this is where we were range bound before the crash earlier. You know, we'd play either right here or we'd play right here. And when the crash happened, we stopped drawing boxes because it's like, this is ridiculous. Like, things are selling off for no reason. But there we go. Nice move into the box. Awesome. Good for CCIV. They shouldn't be this low. Fell to 22 for a moment. That was insane. Added more, though. Doubled. Well, it didn't exactly double down, but I did add a bunch more shares. Although I wonder, maybe I did. No, it wasn't quite double down. It's like a half more. Okay, so what do we got over here? 1.6 is our 10-year treasury at the very moment. Where did the day begin? I always like seeing where the day began. Okay, so right, let's go to the 3 here. We're at the 1 month. Let's go to the 3 day. This will be a little easier to see. There we go. Okay, so the day began right here where my mouse is. We've trended straight down on the day here. Obviously, that's great. You know, hopefully we continue in that direction. We do have Jerome Powell speaking on Wednesday. And last time he spoke, he actually pissed off the market. People had high expectations. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. No, yeah. Be patient on Lucid. Okay. Top. Let's see. Okay. Stocks climb to all-time highs. Crude oil declines. Biden's tax plan will hit people earning over $400K the hardest. Fantastic. New York hospitals' COVID burden lingers even as more patients live. Okay, let's see here. Treasury markets bears are set for a reality check from the Fed. Ooh. The bond market is about to get a serious reality check, with traders leaning heavily toward higher long-term yields, and also a scenario where the Fed starts lifting rates from zero well before officials now envision. Yeah, you know, I've noticed that Bloomberg has kind of taken a very gloomy approach on this. They've always been very pessimistic. They've been pessimistic about how quickly they think the Fed or how long the Fed will wait. on raising rates, and they've also been pessimistic about things like stimulus. Bloomberg was regularly reporting that they are pricing in a $1 trillion stimulus package when we heard about the $1.9 trillion package. They literally ended up getting the whole thing. Markets got the whole 1.9. So I'm not trying to say Bloomberg's wrong. I mean, they're welcome to make a prediction here, and that's what they're doing with this as well. But I just want to make it clear, Bloomberg, at least for the sake of the suits, has been, kind of negative, thinking that the Fed's going to U-turn sooner on rates and bond tapering. This is a belief that Cathie Wood has as well, and I know she reads Barron's in the Bloomberg terminal. So, I'm not suggesting that there's a direct correlation between the two, but a lot of people believe that. So it's not just Cathie. PayPal sees no let-up for online shopping, even with reopenings. Good. That's a nice thing for PayPal investors to see, but I don't see any massive news here. PayPal Holdings says there's been no slowdown in online shopping, even as cities around the world begin to reopen. This is an expectation, by the way. If you look at Australia, for example, indications there are that the online shopping, if people have just gotten so used to it, it's like, wait a minute, why am I leaving for this? So, hey, it's great. Good for PayPal. That's very good for PayPal. Let's see how PayPal's doing on the sticks. Let's hit the sticks for a moment. What's up, man? Thank you for saying you're buying to the course today. No excuses. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. I look forward to having you there. We'll have you in the private live streams too. It'll be fun. So, all right. Let's see the sticks here. GameStop is actually right now continuing a decline here. So let's see here. One sec here. Okay. Yeah, we're good here. Just making sure everything's good. Yeah, keep in mind that coupon code does expire today for 38% off the investing courses or YouTube course or stocks course, any of those things. Okay, so where were we with the sticks here? Oh, GameStop is continuing a little bit of a frustrating decline here. We're now down at about 3.4%, down to 212. Yes, the private courses and the live streams are saved. Good question. Yes. Sorry, this one. Yes. Okay, so what else here? ChargePoint, Fuel Cell. Let's just sort by after hours losers right now. It's GameStop. GameStop is leading the loss on this, unfortunately. Yeah, GameStop's leading declines. Got Gevo down a little bit. SunPower Shift, a further decline here. NGA. Let's go ahead and look at the increase side here. So 5.31% on Silver Spike. Silver upwork about 2%, almost across 50 again. Almost above 76 here for Redfin. But it's really Churchill. Oh, look at it bounce off the line. I mean, there's a reason we had the lines, because they're either support or they're resistance. And I mean, we had this line here for 2 weeks. And look at CCAV basically bounce off of it. It's crazy. That's the way it works. It's funny. You could trade off that kind of stuff. Anyway, not financial advice, obviously. All right, let's quickly see what we've got going on at the Varns. We haven't listened to the Varns in a while, but I think Larry's on now. No, it's Larry now.
Exit polls, even people who voted against Trump in the November elections, the majority of them thought that Trump would be better on the economy than Biden, because it was a prosperous thing. The other thing to not to forget in this massive tax plan that's being devised is the carbon tax, Larry. Mm-hmm. And that's something that would affect people of all incomes. And Austin, I wonder how it is that Joe Biden, who said he's not going to raise.
All right, we're going to jump on over to Bloomberg for a moment. What's this discussion?
Financials have broken out of a very, very long-term base. I mean, financials for the first time since the global financial crisis have made new highs. I mean, we're finally surpassing those global financial crisis peaks made back in 2007, 2008 for the financial sector. That could be a leading sign that we are experiencing a more enduring rotation into groups that are more value-oriented. I just think in the short run, this trade has gone really far, and we're due for a bit of correction as we've embedded really, really strong expectations for where yields can go from here.
Okay. Interesting. And with that correction, as you're calling it, in terms of the value rotation trade, does it mean automatically that the big tech, the winners of 2020 all come back? Or is that actually that we can move sideways or downwards, nothing need win?
Yeah, not a correction, but more of a consolidation of gains. It's a cool-off period that you would normally anticipate if yields don't continue to rise very quickly. If they maybe take a break, the value trade will most likely take a break, unless you get really robust estimate revision in favor of value stocks, which is certainly a possibility. But your upside improvement, your big gains that had started in September and endured until March, those big gains are probably going to slow in the short term, making room for other opportunities to emerge. I mean, some of the stocks that are most oversold in the index right now do happen to be growth stocks. So you can have a lot of trading around a trend where the growth stocks start to make a little bit of comeback. Value still, in our mind, is the better opportunity relative to growth, but it's just gone very, very far in a short period of time. Probably needs to take a breather to consolidate some of those gains and allow for other stocks that have been left behind in this rally to catch up.
All right, Gina, always love catching.
Okay, there was a lot to unpackage there. So the first thing she says is, and I hear this so much from the suits, it's literally every freaking day the suits are like, well, I mean, sure, growth is okay, but, you know, we really like value right now. Although she did also say that value has had such a run, and by value we mean like the retail, hospitality, travel, the hard hit ones, right? She believes that though we could stall out on those because we've had just some crazy gains, and she realizes the ones that are oversold, the technical oversolds, like if you look at RSI and you look at the oversolds right now, they're tech. It's the growth companies. So, you know, she's kind of taking a little bit both sides of the argument there, though she did mention that she prefers right now value. And that's something I'm just hearing about. Hold on, let's like sure 1.1. That's something that I'm hearing regularly from the suits. So personally, I like investing in the opposite way. And for me, that's doubling down on my tech. And that's just me. Okay, thoughts on Michael Burry's portfolio. You want to know my thoughts? I'll show you my thoughts on Michael Burry's portfolio. Y'all ready for this? You ready for this? Okay, Michael Burry Cassandra, right? Michael Burry Cassandra. That's what he goes by. Where is it? Here. Michael Burry, right? You ready for this? I sent him an eggplant on one of our live streams the other day. Because you know how Elon Musk sent Peter Schiff an eggplant, just the eggplant emoji? I did that. I sent Michael Burry an eggplant. And folks, we have another t-shirt to print. Oh, man. I just got blocked twice. It's horrible. But anyway, Michael Burry portfolio. Okay. Let's see here. Michael Burry current portfolio. So let's see. Hey, that's 2 now. Now we're on a roll. Now we're getting somewhere. So, yeah. Okay, so a fund manager, Dr. Michael Burry, made famous in the movie Big Short. Okay, so I don't know how official this is. This is posted by New Trader U, so I have no idea if this is his portfolio. But let's say it is. Okay. So Citigroup 14%, Pfizer 12%, Heinz, Now, Discovery, Designer Brand, RPT Realty, Western Digi. Yeah, I mean, these are just not companies that I would invest in. Out of these, if I were going to pick one that I really liked, like one of these, it'd be Pfizer. Like I think the mRNAs are a way of the future. You know, some of these others, I mean, this is a pretty, I mean, maybe Molson, right? There's been a lot of talk about Molson getting into the sparkling waters, but I don't know. So not my kind of portfolio. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just yeah. Anyway, okay. Going back to the sticks. So what do we got? After hours. Okay, same thing. Silver Spike, Zom, D&B, Fubu, Canoe. The guys that were running today. Oh wait, Dave & Buster's actually ended up neg, but Boomer portfolio. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, I don't want to say that because that's you know, it's the Burry portfolio. Okay, that's what we'll call it. Yeah. Citibank. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Citi kind of screwed people a little bit when they changed all the benefits on the Citi Double Cash card. I saw a newer article that has some companies that weren't on there. Oh, well, maybe post it somewhere or give me a name or something to look it up. Doesn't mean it's wrong, you know, and we'll see. We shall see. Okay. So, Workhorse after a 5.6% increase today has actually declined 1.6%. And Cardano's now on the terminal. That's pretty cool. We'll check out that. People would buy that eggplant tweet as an NFT, you know. Well, I'll check out Cardano in the terminal in a moment. Thank you, A&J Media. Shout out. Just bought the Stocks and Psychology Money Group. Awesome. Suits versus hoodies. I like that. That's good. All right. So GameStop, you know, it's at all-time. I shouldn't say all-time. It's at intraday lows or after-hours lows right now. At 212. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's look at the Bloomberg terminal here for a moment. All right, somebody mentioned to pull up Cardano. So it got added today, someone says. Is it this? Cardano Group? Is it under this? Let's see. I don't know if it is. No, they build homes. I wonder how I'd look at it. Price analysis. Am I spelling it wrong? I don't know. I can't find it. Maybe somebody has a different way to find it up. Okay, so CCIV. What's CCIV doing? Where's CCIV? Let's pull them on the sticks really quick here. CCIV. Let's see what CCIV is doing. Okay, good. Almost 1%. Trying to get back into the box here. That's cool. Any news on GNOG in the term? Happy to check. GNOG. I could look ADA. That's true. Okay, I'll try ADA in a sec. Individual company news on GNOG. The only news piece today was to participate in Bank of America Securities sports betting and online gaming field trip. Virtual field trip. Okay. ADA. Wait, ADA? But this is FX. This is the Australian dollar. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the update on ADA here. ADA currency, Queensland. Yeah, no. Maybe I just didn't get the update yet. Okay, so somebody says cut out a few disappointments today. Didn't know CRSR had a lockout ending next week. And it was deep in calls that were down 50%. Oh, man, 50%. Yikes. I mean, it's Corsair Gaming. It's not so bad. It's just it didn't run today. How's this one been doing? Okay, a little bit of a sell-off here. Since but it's just really, this has really just been part of the tech slaughter, right? Been trying to recover here. I don't know. Okay, let's see what that mainstream media has to say.
Quality stocks have the highest premium relative to high quality compared to the market, and they've had in, about a decade. So what you've seen here in these previous spikes, that was just after the 2009 rally off the bear market lows, end of a recession, somewhat similar to the macro environment that we have right here. And then what you have right here is the tech bubble, when you had a ton of unprofitable internet companies that were dominating and were basically getting these massive valuations. I've said for a while, we're in an environment right now that's some kind of a combination of 1999 and 2010, late cycle, early cycle, tech mania, but also some good economic fundamentals. Another measure of this is you look at how futures traders are positioned in the NASDAQ 100 stocks. Now, the NASDAQ 100 is the huge, profitable, kind of really high-quality stocks, at least the majority of the market cap is. And you see right here, positioning is relatively light. People have abandoned this trade to some degree, and perhaps that has set the stage for the kind of rebound we saw in the NASDAQ 100 right now, today and recently. And it doesn't mean it's going to be the leadership sector from here, but maybe the idea of selling your big, FANG type stocks to buy the Russell 2000 is a bit of a played out trade, at least in the short term.
Thank you. Broadly speaking, that's what I'm saying. Like, that has been so overdone the last 3 weeks. Couldn't agree more.
Based on history and based on normal analysis, that the overall PE for the S&P 500 will come down over the next couple of years because rates are going to rise, or should they hold up if growth is going to bounce up?
Well, I think you might expect the PE to come down in part because right now the market is running ahead of earnings. So earnings should come up to some degree to close that valuation premium that we have right now. And yes, if yields go up, it has tended to be correlated to some degree with lower PEs. It's not really a one-to-one. I always point out, we had the highest ever S&P 500 price earnings multiple in 1999 and 2000, and 10-year yields were at 5% and 6%. So it doesn't mean that one thing leads to another. But yeah, I think the direction of many of the factors point toward maybe we shouldn't count on multiple expansion from here.
Mike, thank you. Up next on the show, Europe's top antitrust.
Yeah, in other words, don't expect the S&P to keep running is what they're saying. I don't know about that. But then again, we could get earnings coming in to catch up, and then we don't need multiples to go up, and the S&P can keep going up. Tesla's Techno King. I love it. Okay, so let's see here. Just keep an eye on this. Maybe we'll check the Bloomberg news page as well. CIIC all of a sudden selling off about 2%. They weren't even on the radar a little bit ago, although is that just because of me not having them on the watch? No, yeah. Look at that. All of a sudden, just a sell-off here at CIIC. I wonder if there's news on CIIC. See what happens. CIIC. Okay. Oh, somebody said $20. Thank you for working so hard to bring us so much value. I'm grateful to be buying your course today. The cost is just a fraction of the money I was able to make because you gave me the confidence to buy during the dip. No, that's like a really sweet Christmas card. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That's a really nice thing to say. Appreciate you. Me, Kevin, posted Michael Burry's new portfolio picks link in Discord. Okay. What channel? Let me see if you tagged me. I'll gladly look. Let's see. Nope, didn't tag me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Stocks public, maybe? No. General public? Where'd you post it? I want to see it, but I have no idea where you put it. Tag me. Okay, let's go to, where were we here? So we were going to look at news on CIIC because it's declined like a Hallmark card. Kevin's going to cry. Shut up. CIIC. No, nothing on CIIC. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Coupon. I don't know about CPNG yet. I don't know. I haven't done a dive on it. Don't know. Can I purchase your course using Bitcoin? Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. The answer is yes. It's more complicated. How did we do this? Pretty sure it was with my Gemini. So if somebody, it's complicated because it's a lot slower, right? I don't think it's worth doing it this way. But suppose you wanted to do that. You could do that. Okay, this would be the way to do that. I have to just put my deposit address with Gemini on here. And then you'd have to email me after saying you sent it. But really quickly, if you were to, I will not double your Bitcoin. Do not send me your Bitcoin expecting me to double it. I will just keep it. But anyway, there you go. So whoever was asking if they could buy the course with Bitcoin, just apply the coupon on the website, figure out what the price is, do the conversion, and yeah, you could figure it out. It's not that hard. Okay. What's the CNBC exclusive?
Different companies, they have somewhat different business models as well. So
do we care about the European Union talking about breaking up big tech? Do we care about this?
Now, quite some time ago, based on our suspicion that they're using data from all the many small traders to the benefit of Amazon Retail. Who take sort of the lion parts of the trade ongoing and may be able to use that kind of data to minimize their risk dramatically as to what products to put out there at what prices. But also, of course, the Apple cases are advancing. We have the Spotify complaint, but also looking into sort of the App Store conditions more in general.
Yeah, we'll get.
She's just basically saying we're looking into everything. We're looking into Amazon. We're looking into Apple. We're looking into Spotify. We're looking at everything. And we're going to get nothing done because we're the EU. Sorry, I think even people in the EU probably agree with that. This is interesting. I've never heard of this before. The courses can be bought with PayPal. That's true. We do have PayPal enabled as an option. Pay in 4 payment plans, 0% interest. 4 equal payments can be spread out over 8 weeks bi-weekly payments. I had no idea. You're like, Taylor, you are like selling the course for me. Thank you. I had no idea. All right, let's hop. I'm not going to listen to the EU. I'm sorry. What do we got over here? What's Kudlow talking about? TV commercials, of course. So fine then. We'll go on over to Bloomberg TV. We'll see what they have to say. Bloomberg Live TV is also on commercial. They're advertising the Bloomberg terminal, and that's what we already have. Okay. Let's see here. I wonder how Elon Musk's tweet is doing. Let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh, it still comes up. Oh, he replied. He replied again. Oh no. Oh, I think this must be let's see, what is this? Oh no, this is somebody else. Yeah, this is somebody else. But they're verified. Who is that? This is Bruiser. The future is so bright I have to wear shades. Also, you must know I promised to give some crypto away. Oh, is this no, that's not even a real verified badge, is it? That must be another scam. They got so many of these scams. No way. I shouldn't be going to this. Elon airdrop. You know this is such a scam too. That's crazy. How did they make it look verified? No way. Is it? Or can you just copy that? No. No, it says it's verified. That is weird. How did somebody get a verified account to do a Bitcoin scam? They must have bought that or something like that. That's crazy, huh? Kyle, use the coupon code. The 38% off coupon code is HODL. That's crazy. A verified scam account. How do they not deal with that? YouTube or I'm sorry, Twitter. That's crazy. I have not seen a verified account like that. They hack verified accounts and change the picture. Oh, wow. Okay. Michael Burry. Michael Burry sold out of the following. Oh, somebody just posted this about Michael Burry. Okay. So Michael Burry closed out of CVS, GameStop, Facebook, Trip, Precision Drilling. Closed out a lot of stuff. What is this? Reduced. Wow, he cut a lot of holdings. Oh my gosh. Not Citi though. Jeez, man. This guy's selling. Report it. Can I report? I guess I could report it. Yeah, I'll just right click. Report tweet. You're right. Suspicious or spam. Yes. Phishing site. Okay. Thanks for letting us. I did it. Thank you. Okay. CCIV. Kevin's course. Diamond hand. Worth it all day long. Stop. You're all being too nice to me. Okay. Sorry. What were we going to do? Oh, CCIV. Right. CCIV broke out. Okay. That's why I voted Brexit. That's cool. You were able to vote in that. Honestly, that's historic. I mean, whether you agree with Brexit or not, I feel like that's historic. That's cool. Okay. Let's go to the sticks. So CIIC is still suffering a little bit here, but GameStop not as much. GameStop recovering. Look at that recovery we got here on GameStop. Very nice. It's now not down 4% anymore, but only like 1.5%. Then we've got Churchill. Oh, look at that. Nicely over the line now. Yes. Good. Yeah. Remember, options implications were that the pricing for this should probably be somewhere around 35 to 40, just based on options. Now, options can be totally wrong, obviously, but they can give you little hints. So sometimes it's neat to look at. Okay, let's go to top news here for a second. Just see if the 10-year is moving at all, so we can kind of see what to maybe expect going in tomorrow. Low volume. Oh, low volume on CCIV. Let me see. I mean, it's definitely going to be, I mean, this isn't bad. 23,000 shares coming in, 7,000, 3,000. We'll compare. Let's compare. I mean, after hours is obviously always going to be lower. So let's go to Friday. Friday, more volume than Friday. I mean, Friday we had between 600 to 2,000. Actually, it's more like, honestly, 600 to like 1,000. At highs, it was like 2,000 or 3,000. Right here, we've got 10,000, lots of 10,000s, a couple in the hundreds, 3,000, 3,000, 2,500, a few in the hundreds. Here comes some volume again, 4,000, 7,000, 8,000. And that's better. I mean, we'll see. If it's just one buyer, it's a problem. It's just going to deflate, right? Obviously, the after hours volume is always going to be lower. It's going to be a fraction. There's no doubt about that. I mean, look at this. We were selling 10x the shares just 10 minutes ago, right? You should add the wah wah wee wah to the soundtrack. Oh, that'd be good. We could do that. Wah wah wee wah. It's very nice. The candlestick. No, I'm just gonna stop. Okay. Oh no. I accidentally grabbed the bar, but I remember because we called it out earlier. This was at 83. I don't want to move it. It was 83 was what it was. That was total accident. I was gonna grab this and then grab this. There we go. So I wanted to see the other bar. Yeah. That is where it was. No, or was it here? Crap, I don't remember now. I could go back in the video and find it. I think it was here, 28.83. No, because it bounced off of this. It was was it 93? Was it 28.93? Who remembers what it was? Because if we scroll back, we'll see it and we'll have it for sure. 28.93. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. I would love to do an interview with Charles. I've emailed him. We'll see. Okay. So good moves here on Churchill. CCI, okay, perfect. We're reiterating that 28.93. Okay, good. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so sticks are being consistent. Let's hop on over and see what the CNBC is doing about the stock scores today. Welcome aboard, John Apple. Let's listen to this. What is this?
Her main focus was on the concentration of power, and particularly Amazon, as opposed to perhaps the other companies, where if you were to snapshot the state of play here in the US, perhaps the bigger focus for legislators is more on areas like Section 230, the Communications Act, and freedom of speech and accuracy, given, of course, the events of late last year and early this year, and President Trump coming off the platforms like Facebook.
I think she's focused on all of them. I mean, a lot of it had to do with where my questions live, and I focused on Amazon a lot because that is considered to be the next big charge if she is able to gather enough evidence against it that she is set to bring. But she's got investigations multiple into all of these companies, including Facebook, Apple, Google. She's still in the back tax fight with Apple over Ireland.
She's got nothing.
She was dealt a blow and is challenging
She's
that.
Got nothing.
Has issued billions of dollars in fines to Google.
The EU's got nothing. It's silliness. It's silliness. I think it's big talk to try to encourage them to self-regulate, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's listen. I don't know here. Let's see.
We're going to just look at U3 and wants to see other signs of tightening labor. From your perspective, how historic is that to have a Federal Reserve that's that explicit about the goals of full employment?
It's remarkable, and I think it's a really important shift. In the same way that Congress has learned from the mistakes of 2009 and 2010 when designing the American Rescue Plan, I think this Fed is learning from some of their mistakes, or at least some of their overcautious behavior from the mid-2010s, 2015, 2016, 2017, where they acted as if unemployment couldn't get much below, say, 4.5%. It turned out unemployment got below 4% for 2 years and was at about 3.5% for half a year before COVID hit. And I think that caused them to rethink what rethink the paradigm for how low unemployment can get. And notably the things that aren't captured, as you said, in the headline measure, but things like wage compression, people who are traditionally left out or not seeking employment being brought into the labor force. I think they're very proud of their record and how low they got unemployment in 2019. And I think they want to go back to that under Powell.
Yeah, they certainly do. They also seem to recognize that there were, I guess, some mistakes or missteps in the way that they came, I guess, off the floor with rates the last time around. I am curious as to when you talk about them looking at other numbers other than the headline rates here, do they open themselves up, I guess, to the idea that they are either cherry picking data or that they're maybe being a little bit too biased towards some factors over another?
I think right now all the data that they're looking at speaks in the same direction, which is how tight is the labor market and how high pressure is it for work, in terms of economic activity. So, when you think of unemployment, there's a good reason you would look at labor force participation, because especially over the past decade, labor force participation, which is on their dashboard, catches up people who have stopped looking for work. In the same way, you don't have quite a great sense on how intense the labor market is at the low end unless you see wages increasing among those at the bottom of the income distribution, as they were in 2019.
They've got this little thing running underneath here just saying that Ray Dalio says it's time to buy stuff amid stupid bond economics. Ray Dalio has long been known for his disdain for holding cash and now says that buying bonds could be a bad deal. All right, let's jump away from this. I mean, I'd like the Fed commentary, but I think this one's this is a little too unclear, a little too complicated, and I'm not interested in digesting it right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm still waiting for the coffee to hit. Let's go to top news quickly here and then pop on over to look at the sticks one more time. Let's see. Goldman. Let's see here. Daly, yep, see that we just saw that Bloomberg update. U.S. stock volatility gauge falls to lowest in a month. Let's take a peek at that. Let's see. Just indicate the fact that I'm buying the dip. Oh no, what happened with Trivago? I'm scared to look. Tesla's a very volatile. Let's see here. Okay, so what is this? A fifth straight advance for U.S. stocks sent a measure of equity volatility within a whisker of its lowest close since the pandemic began. Oh, okay, gotcha. The CBO volatility index fell to 20.03, the lowest close since Feb 12, when it ended at 1997. This was the smallest reading since Feb 2020, before the pandemic. Whoa, that's actually crazy. So let's look at that, because that's a big deal. Like, my favorite time to invest is when this crap is spiking. Like, you know what we need? We need a mic, or not a mic. We need a mug, okay? A mug. And the mug, literally, it's so simple. It just needs to be like a chart of that goes up and then goes down, right? And then there should be an arrow. Buy here. And then only people who get the VIX will get it. But anyway, yeah, the VIX is something really cool, because when we hit these high levels, it's oftentimes deemed to be the fear index or fear gauge. Yeah, take a look at this. Hold on here. There should not be a slight delay between right channel and left channel, given that I'm using a mono mic. So I hope that's not the case. But anyway, let's see here. Take a look at the VIX. So I'll hide myself for a second here, and let's go to annotate here. And first thing we're going to do is let's just put in a line. So let's go to February here. Wow, we got really low here. So a high right before this sort of pandemic surge was right here. What line is that? 20.03. Is that right? Or no, that's what we just closed at, isn't it? That's 18.84. Okay, 18.84. That's what the, kind of right there at the end of January before the pandemic. And this has all been excess COVID fear right here. And what's funny is every time this thing spikes, we're in like a volatile market period, right? I mean, look at this. What do we have? We had the crash that started February 19th-ish, right? February 19th was right here. Volatility goes up. Oh, it's just a fake out. Oh, no, no, no. Panic, panic, panic. Oh, panic, 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 panic. And now we're recovering. We're recovering as it's going down. I'll put myself back over here since we've now seen this corner. January 28th. Look at this massive spike right here for the Robinhood crisis or the pre-election crisis. Those were the moments to invest, folks. Go back to probably September. Yeah. Right here. Look, the beginning of September. This is when we had another little sell-off. Or the summer. We had a sell-off right here. The start of the second week of June. And then obviously our big crash over here where the volatility index was super high. So, you know, a lot of people are familiar with this. A lot of people aren't. So I thought at least I'd bring it up and mention it again. But it is interesting to see. Yeah, it's moments of uncertainty, Baller. Nail on the head right here. Never waste a good crisis. Right. Never squander a red day. Exactly. So, you know, with it declining to all-time lows, I mean, I'd rather be selling some of the stuff than buying right now. And not only because of the VIX. I mean, it felt this way even before the VIX here, but you know, I'm going to be going through my portfolio even more in detail here and just sort of deciding, okay, how do I want to concentrate? How do I want to position margin? And you know, all that good stuff. All right. So there's the VIX. What's the 10-year? 10-year line chart? Buy on red. Buy on red. Absolutely. Check out the Buy the Dick song for I'll take a look at that. So what is this? 1.6038. And then let's go to top news here. Let's just see if there's anything top. Studio tour soon. Yes. Okay. Dalio. Okay. All right. Let's go to the sticks. See what we got here. Okay. There we go. Put that away. So what do we got here? We have in the after hours 1.78 for Churchill. Wow, we almost ran to 30. Look at that. That's crazy. We are nicely in our box now. We put it in our box and it's behaving like it does in the box, bouncing around inside the box. This is why we drew the boxes in the first place. NGA back up and running again. Fubo TV is actually being talked about right now on CNBC. Let's figure out why.
Fubo TV. Good afternoon to you, David. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
So many
people are buying this, expecting this guy to pump the stock.
Long-term, broad-ranging one is, do you see yourself as always sort of sub-licensing and amalgamating other people's contents, or as a company that's going to be bidding for exclusive rights to broadcast sports in the medium to long term?
Yeah, well, currently we're a virtual MVPD, so we continue to aggregate the most important content out there for our audiences.
And I guess there's been a clear advantage to that, judging by your great performance so far to date. Though, is there a risk, I guess this is what I'm getting at moving forward, when the likes of NBC, parent company, of course, of CNBC, start to clearly focus more of their sports and their UK soccer onto their streaming platform themselves as opposed to broadcast platform, maybe meaning that in the future they won't want to sub-license to you?
I don't think that's a risk at the moment. As you know, sports content is very expensive. And in order to monetize that content, it's best when you're fully distributed, both from an affiliate sales perspective and a licensing perspective, as well as an advertising perspective. So we're very comfortable with the deals that we have today, and we have great partnerships with all the great media companies. And we think that continues going into the future.
Investors were clearly disappointed, at least on your stock, with the announcement that Dish and DirecTV were joining forces. And I know you're planning a sports book. How big of a threat? And was that a blow to you?
Yeah, so for our business model, I think this was clear validation of what we've been saying over the last 8 months. I don't believe this is a blow at all. I think the most important thing for Fubo is that we're able to link the video data with the betting data stream. That allows us to, under one platform, really be able to create a seamless user experience. So think about when you're watching a Lakers game and you can immediately...
Okay, he's going to kind of keep pushing the stock here. Let's see if the stock's actually react. The stock's actually red candlesticking. This is actually common, okay? If you're a trader, you heard Kevin's opinion on it, okay? Look at this. CNBC about 10 minutes ago, probably about 13 minutes ago, says, oh, we're going to be interviewing the CEO. Look at this. It starts going up. CEO comes on. Sell. Classic, isn't it? It's classic. Classic. Yeah, CCIV, stay in your box. Good boy. That's right. Look at that. Nicely moving up again, back to 2% up. We're going to break 30 soon again. Man, 22 is so juicy. Oh, man, I'm glad we bought that. I think it was like 21.90. I gotta go back and check, but it was great. Anyway, GameStop. Yeah, it's trying to stabilize. Trying to survive here. We're going to play the song, I Will Survive. All right. Xpeng, just kind of lagging here. ChargePoint as well. Roblox. Oh, Roblox actually went back over 70. There was a period of time this morning they were below IPO price. And they pushed back up. Good for them. And then wait, where's Tesla? What's Tesla doing today? Or at least after hours, right? So Tesla, 2% on the day, roughly flat in the after hours. Really stuck at that 705 number. I don't know what it is with 705. Yeah, let's look at Palantir, why don't we? Palantir is 2670. It's honestly still a buy for me. I haven't added to anything recently because of margin. Just the last, mostly the green days. I just haven't been adding, but that's because I went ham during the crash. Yeah. Sundial's got earnings. Tesla should sell digital cars as NFTs. Oh my God. You sold Tesla for a $10 gain today. What did you put it into? Why? Trivago. Up 17% today. Oh, wow. Good for them. Recovery play, right? Nice recovery play. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So if we go... Okay, here we go. This is since November. Oh my God. Trivago went from $1.55 to now something like 528. Wow, what a run. It actually ran on my birthday, or right before my birthday too, on the 27th, ran pretty high here. There was a hot minute, it looks like, actually within the day. A hot period of time within the day, it went to 588. That's crazy. All right, they're talking about Musk's title. What are they saying?
In the post-market after the company filed for a common stock offering of up to $100 million, down 4% after hours. We'll be right back.
Nicola's raising money. Oh, God. I got some 24 Palantir April calls. Should I be diamond handing those calls? Dude, I can't handle short-term calls, man. Just the risk of that stuff going to zero is so high. I can't do it. I mean, it's impressive. You can make some nice tendies, but it's got bigger cojones than Kevin on short-term calls. That makes me too nervous. I'd rather have the shares. Obviously, less potential upside. Oh, you could margin, but then, I mean, they're both forms of leverage, but yeah, anywho. So GameStop down about 1.74 in the after hours here. Yeah, Bitcoin trying to really stabilize here. I did a video on Bitcoin, by the way, which I encourage you to watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It gives you my kind of Bitcoin strategy for the next 30, 45-ish days. I think it's useful. So we'll see what happens. Get some interesting price action happening here, really bobbing between 7% and 6.5% down in the day here. Okay, I don't know. Let's see here. Let's pull up what's Kudlow got today for us.
Appreciably better than the national average.
Dude, this guy literally gets all of the former politicians from the Trump White House on here, and then they just bag on Biden. And that's the business channel. Look, this is not being left or right. Just saying. If you're a Republican, there's Fox, and then there's Fox Business. You would expect the business one to be about business.
That part of what we may be seeing is jobs, employers reacting during COVID to those regulatory environments. Certainly, I think
maybe this could be business.
In those states should be asked and explaining why their unemployment rates are remaining so elevated compared to the national rate.
So that's it.
Oh, see, they're being political. They're comparing states. Gosh, this doesn't end. Okay, what do we got here? Tensions rising at gold. This is just a reel, so Bloomberg's not playing anything right now. Well, darn them. So Bloomberg's got nothing. We've got, what is this? An ad over here. Jerks. Okay, fine. Go look, top news. Oh, Chinese tycoon? Let's learn about the China tycoon. I wonder if the China tycoon has the real estate investing or the stock investing course that he could get with that coupon code that expires today that gets you 38% off. Link down below. Oh, where's my banner? Oh, there's my banner. Look, it covers me. It's perfect. It's just enough for me to go like this. Banner. Okay, anyway. So what is this? Let's see here. This person used to be Asia's richest person, $32 billion. Busy expanding, acquiring trophy assets. Now the 66-year-old doesn't even figure among China's top 30 richest people, having lost $32 billion in less than 6 years. Oh my God. How? Is entertainment to property empire, entertainment to property empire facing skeptical bond. Oh, that sucks. That's going to end up being a documentary one day. Imagine that. $32 billion. Whew. I can't imagine that. I wouldn't even know where to start. Okay, Texas to fix their grid. Yeah, not exciting. Okay, after hours, kind of boring. You know, Churchill's in its box. What else is new? Let's see. There we go. Let's go. Oh, we got to go to the day. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So Churchill is squarely within its box right now. Nice and behaving like a good little pet. Good little pet stock we have. Just every so often we have to give it a little mouse up and then it's happy. Then we've got a Nikola 4%. So probably right when they released the filing. Yeah. Nice plummet here right after they released the filing. $16. I'm just surprised it's even at 16. You know, with kind of the shade that came out here. Yeah, Cuomo, the legalizing cannabis thing, that's big. You know, that helps. Kevin, when is your company going public? Oh my God. I don't even know if you can do that. Anyway, so, all right. I think the market's pretty stable. Use that coupon code down below. Get 38% off. Folks, we'll see you later. I'm sure there'll be some other topics I got to talk about. Yeah, thank you, everyone. We'll see you later. I'm going to get some more coffee because why not? After all, I got my Buy the Dip mug. This is how I always remind myself now. Well, I did just get this yesterday, so I guess I will in the future be able to remind myself.